I know something's about to go down.
Do you know what I was thinking the other day? Since September the 9th or whenever our last episode came out,
Yeah.
there have been 3 different prime ministers.
Wow.
There's been more prime ministers than there has been episodes of I Could Be Your Grandma in the past 4 months, and that is appalling. And we're not going to be equal for another 2 weeks.
I know. Wow.
So for the next month, there's going to have been more prime ministers than episodes of I Could Be Your Grandma. And that's just not right.
That's a real feat. Well done, Britain. I think that's really special.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to give us credit for, like, being so bad at that. We're kind of in the lead. And we've also had, like, we've got one less queen than we had.
Oh shit! Yeah, this is the thing. Like, we took time off, and everything started to happen.
I know.
Now there's nothing going on.
I know. We've got nothing to talk about.
There's nothing.
We're just going to kind of.
Who did we lose? We lost the Queen.
Yeah.
Someone else important died, I'm sure.
Oh, I can't even keep up.
I know.
People drop like flies these days.
We do.
But we haven't. We're still very much here.
Alive.
We have been really busy, which is why we needed a little break. And it's great to be back.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It was a real involuntary break though. It was one of those things that when you're at the level that we're at in podcasting, which is just like so high up on the charts, you can kind of get away with having a bit of a break, can't you? When when you're at the top, and you got to give room for the others,
exactly. for the others to break through, to get a chance to have their say on stuff, and it was just that it was funny. I was just seeing so much envy.
I know
directed towards us for taking up the pod space, and we decided that 34 episodes was enough.
Yes.
For a while.
And the reason that we have to move studios, people who are listening can't tell, but we are in a new studio, was that we were hounded by the press. We were tracked down, and
yeah, they used to pretend they were they were the TV license people, and they'd knock on, and I go, here we go. And I go, hello, and they go, yeah, can we come in and have a look and see if you've got a TV? Yeah, we haven't got a license registered at this address. And I was like,
these guys.
Okay, yeah, sure, TV license guy. You can come in and have a look.
Yeah.
It's fine. If you're a fan, just say
it. If you want an autograph, it's fine.
It's all right.
We'll offer them up. We've got a nice can of condensed milk with your name on it. We'll sign it and everything.
And then they kept sending letters with like bills. It was really weird.
And we had to stop because we were in so much debt from all the TV licenses that we've never had.
Yeah.
Can I just ask you a quick question about that? How do people actually come round to check?
Yeah, I when I lived on my own at the age of 16, it's got to get the catchphrase in, haven't we?
Yeah, I know.
Got to get it in. Yeah, boys and girls, now they know the episode has started.
You guys think that, he only mentions it during the podcast, but it does come up on every single
it's regular basis.
sentence.
It's during lovemaking, it's during tea. There's a lot of it.
You're either lovemaking or making tea. That's my
2 things. And sometimes I combine the 2.
Wow.
And that's a good night, isn't it?
Spaghetti bolognese.
Very good.
Thank you.
I haven't got one.
It's okay. You can move on.
Yeah, no, when I was 16, when I was living on my own at 16, I had a television. It was an old one. And I
Wait. What's this?
The world's smallest violin.
Yeah.
Right, okay. It's an audio medium bridge, so.
For people listening, I put up my little fingers and went like, sorry.
I had a very old TV that only had the Prime 5 channels.
Right.
Your 1s, your 2s, your 3s, your 4s, and your 5s.
Right. Those are the top.
That's what I used to call them. That's what I should might revert back to. Put 2s on, would you? What's on 3s? And
good.
I got knocked. I got a knock on the door, I didn't know what TV license was. I didn't know you had to pay to watch TV.
Yeah.
And I opened the door, and the guy looked a bit surprised to see a young lad open the door.
And surprised that someone opened the door.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he was like, I don't think he said your parents in, but he was like, do you live here? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, okay, do you mind if I come in and check your your TV?
This sounds like a really sexy beginning of a porno.
And I said, yeah, sure.
I've
Come
got
in.
a pretty big bill for you in my trousers. Sorry.
Child molestation is not a joke.
It's never a joke.
So he came in, and then he had a look at the TV. Oh, I've got so much common stuff for this episode as well.
Oh,
I know,
God.
I'm sorry.
He's full of it.
So literally, so he came in and he saw the huge 16-inch square TV that I had, and he said, right, we haven't got a TV license registered at this address. Is it yourself who should be paying for it? And I was like, yeah, probably. And then he read me the Miranda rights. Is it the Miranda rights? Miranda rights? What are they called?
The Melissa rights. I think it is Miranda rights.
I don't know. But anyway, he said, okay, I've got to caution you. So he says he doesn't say you're under arrest, but he was like something like,
you have the right to remain silent.
yeah, he was like, whatever you do say may harm your defence in later. And I was like, what the hell is going on?
And you went, and you immediately just put you threw your arms up in the air and you went, you'll never take me alive.
Yeah, I jumped out my ground floor window.
Army crawl, yeah.
No, I was like, take me to jail and give me a hot dinner. I'm starving. You want to get your violin out now, do you? I know. I remember thinking like, what the fuck? I remember being really angry at him. Like, it's clear I can't afford a TV license. And look at the box. It's shit. It's shit TV. Like, I'm not watching a lot of it.
Why didn't you go? Well, you had 1s, your 2s, your 3s, your 4s, your 5s to pick from,
yeah,
Alfie.
Okay, fair enough.
It's quite a lot of stuff to watch there. But did you not say, I'm not the... Like, if he clearly thought, oh, this kid's a teenager, you could have been going, oh, it's my parents. Like, you're going to have to send a letter to them. Why didn't you go?
Yeah, well, to be
did you
honest,
ever
it didn't
pull
really make a
that, by the way?
difference.
Did you
Yeah,
ever-
I did do that to with a train ticket. That's
Great.
another story that I'll come to.
Okay. all right.
No, well, basically, he was like, okay, so you're gonna get a bill through or like a court order to pay the bill. It was really, it was mental, and I was like, I think he knew like my drama teacher or something.
Lovely little detail.
He was like, oh, do you go to drift school? Which I did. And I said, yeah. He's like, oh, I know Mr. So-and-so. I was like, great. Well, what you doing cautioning a fucking student that clearly isn't in a position to be paying 150 quid a year for a TV license?
And so weird to mention that you knew a teacher at your school as well. Like,
Yeah, it was
I'm
very odd.
here doing a job and I'm here to like read you your rights, but also, how's the workshops, how's rehearsals for Bugsy Malone going?
Yeah, and they were going terribly. Although that plays on Channel 5 a lot, doesn't it?
All the time.
Yeah.
That and the Sweet Magnolias or whatever it is. Great
That
film.
could be any Channel 5 show, couldn't it? Sweet Magnolias, what would it be? It would be old people
Yeah.
running a flower shop.
Let's make it.
Sweet Magnolias. So I just ended up getting loads of letters through saying, payment due, you need a TV license. And I thought, fuck it. And then and now still to this day,
Oh my God.
I don't answer the door to someone I don't know. I like just don't answer the door. Just don't do it.
I think that's a generational thing. I think that's our generation. We don't like answering the door. Like somebody will knock on and I'm like, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
I'm not ready. I'm not prepared mentally. I'm not having it.
I don't
Let's go
answer an unplanned FaceTime call. I'm
Right.
like, nah.
No. It's not.
We haven't scheduled this, and I'm not keen for. I need to think about what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, it's rude.
Yeah,
And
it's
also,
very rude.
I remember that happening when I was younger and somebody knocked on. I think it might have been Halloween, actually. And forgive me if
They tend to knock on that night.
It's the worst night for it.
It's so bloody busy.
What's going on? Are you coming here asking for shit? What is it, Halloween? No, so I was in the house with my mum and my sister, and we just turned all the lights off and like hid on the floor when people knocked on the door.
Yeah, I did that quite often.
I remember doing that.
Yeah.
Is that a sign that you're okay?
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it's kind of like you don't like dealing with people or you have trouble. I certainly don't like
I did it for a reason, as though I didn't want to have to pay for stuff.
Right, yes.
Because when you live on your own at 16, I did, by the way, in case you didn't know, you have to be responsible. And it's like you become an adult, and it's like, I don't know how these things work.
And I don't care as
Yeah.
well. I don't really care.
I want to get a 13-inch Olly special from Prego.
Oh,
That's what I want to spend my money on
Yeah.
every night. I don't want to have to pay for my TV
no.
or my water or my gas or electricity. And you can carry on
toilet
knocking,
roll.
but I'm not coming out. Is that
No.
that's what I used to say in the letterbox? You can knock all you want, but I'm not going out.
Not coming out. I'm not paying it. I only get up to Channel 5 anyway.
Yeah. I only get the 1s, the 2s, 3s, the 4s, 5s.
Sweet Magdelines has been on repeat for the past 3 weeks.
I need to find out how Barbara gets on with those tulips.
If you don't mind.
So leave me with my pizza in peace.
Did you what was the Olly special?
The Olly special bridge. This is how Alfie became XXL Alfie. The Olly special was a delightful pizza. So it was, imagine the pizza, you get a takeaway pizza, British takeaway pizza, small town British takeaway pizza. You know what the base is like.
So
I
good.
don't need to sort you through the bread.
No.
And then
We know it's chewy. We know it's doughy. We know it's thick. We know it's quite garlicky and oily, and it's just 10 out of 10.
So it was pizza, chicken breast, pepperoni, and doner meat.
Oh yeah, and then onions and peppers. I'm hoping.
There was no veg. It was
Oh.
just pure meat, but
Okay.
it tasted so good.
Yeah.
And then I'd always get chips with chip spice.
Oh my god, can we order a pizza after this?
No, we've got healthy food.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
I love a takeaway pizza.
Yeah. I probably got that 3 to 4 times a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much was it? Oh, Alf.
It was probably like £7.10.
Okay. to
be exact.
if I were to make a rough guess, I'd say it was £7.10 with a can of Coke.
Yeah, 15-minute delivery time. I didn't actually get a can of Coke. I couldn't afford it. I just went for the pizza and
Right.
the chips. And I used to call so often. I genuinely used to be 3 to 4 times a week.
At what
And
point
I
did they
used-
want to call it the Alfie special?
Oh, they should have done it. I should have asked them that.
How many months have you ordering it for you to go, here, whack on some peppers and call it the Alfie?
Yeah, and I never found out who Olly was. I didn't know who Olly was. I'm guessing it's something.
Maybe
like
they
that.
thought your name was Olly and they named it after you, but they just always had your
Yeah,
name wrong.
maybe.
Yeah.
But I remember I ordered it so much that I used to call and try and be nonchalant about the fact that I
Yeah, you go,
pretend that I didn't know what I
now
wanted.
what we gonna? I could have. Can I get the Ollie special?
They used to obviously recognise my number and be like, "All right, mate, what are you having?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I think I'll just get a 12-inch Olly special and some chips." They're like, "Okay, see you in a bit." And I used to feel really ashamed, but it tasted too good to.
Do you feel ashamed now?
No.
Or do you own it now?
I own it now.
Because it's only when you say things like that I'm like, wow, what vastly different, food situation in the home that you were having that 4 times a week.
Yeah.
I would have been a hot mess if I lived on my own.
Yeah.
I would have eaten exactly the same.
There was some nights where I used to have tea at my friend's house, and then I'd go home and order an Olly special and chips because he was looking after. I can stay up as long as I want, and I can eat pizza and watch Channel 5 all night.
It's such a life.
Such a life.
So good.
Yeah.
I'm really envious. Really, I was I was eating. Well, I'd always have my dinner. And then I would sneak upstairs after everyone had gone to bed, and I'd make myself a cheese and ham sandwich
Yeah.
with a bag of crisps,
Yeah,
and then I'd do a bit of that.
I do that too, and a little juice box sometimes.
Oh yeah, a little
Yeah,
orange juice.
Little orange juice or an apple. I'm more of an apple man, to be honest.
Okay. Anyway, how did we get onto that?
I don't know, but it's interesting we talk about food habits because we also, whilst we were off air, celebrated our 8-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And we still learn new things about each other daily.
Yes, which I highly recommend doing with a partner. It's just good to learn new stuff.
Just
isn't
learn
it?
stuff because
Yeah.
you might be with a serial killer,
Yeah.
a killer queen, a queen consort.
Lovely, if you will.
Unfortunately, not in my case. But we learned something about each other the other day.
We did. Do you wanna kick off the
No,
start
I think you do.
of
I
this?
think you started.
So we like to have a little bit of pud, as most people
Everybody
do.
loves a bit of pud.
Everyone loves a bit of pud after dinner, and we're quite good in that for a while we haven't been having pud. We've just been having dinner and then leaving it at that. But if we want a pud,
It's good pud chat. This.
It's good
pud chat.
Because everybody wants a bit of pud.
Mm.
But what we've settled on is yogurts are the best way of doing that without feeling like
Too gilly.
you're too guilty. We do go through some bad weeks, and every night we're talking those little pots of sticky toffee pudding with custard, maybe some goos.
Yeah.
Having moved recently, we realised just how many goos we had
Yeah.
consumed over the past year, considering all the little ramekins that were stuffed into a
So
basket in
many.
the kitchen. But we decided on a yogurt for our pud the other day, and we both sat down, and I had gotten the daddy of all pud yogurts, which in my eyes is the Muller Corner with the chocolate balls.
Chocolate and vanilla balls.
Chocolate and vanilla balls. The vanilla yogurt with the chocolate and vanilla.
Yeah.
You all know what I'm talking
Yeah, they
about.
all know.
It's an absolute boss yogurt,
Mhm.
and it takes me right back to when I was a kid when my mum used to get the multi-packs.
Yeah.
So we were both very excited, weren't we, to have them after our dinner.
It was the highlight of our marriage, I would
Yeah.
say.
One of the highlights so far of 2023.
Yeah.
And I was putting the balls into the yogurt. Now, first, what my habit is, you peel back the lid, right? Let's start from the beginning,
Yeah.
okay? You peel back the lid. Now, for the first thing that triggered my memory, because I don't have these very often, and I used to have them a lot. No. Bear with me.
You were shaking, actually, as your eyes were all back in your head. You go, I'm having a memory. A memory's coming.
I'm like a weird villain from Doctor Who.
The memory of the yogurts is coming.
And you just see the little triangular pot in my eyes. No, I don't have those yogurts very often.
No.
But I used to have them all the time. So it really brought back that memory of when I was 15 and would always have a Muller Corner.
Yeah.
So then what I used to do was pull back the lid but really try and not let it burst.
Oh, right. Yeah. I got you.
So you have that skin
You
on
get
the top.
the smooth top.
Yeah.
Do you ever do it?
Yes. Yeah, and it was the proudest. Wait.
It's coming back to me. It's coming. It's
No.
probably funny if you're watching the episode because the sounds are making
It's
are
not.
just awful.
It's not funny at all. So that was the first thing I thought. Oh wow, what a rush that used to be when you used to be able to pull it all the way back.
Yeah, no wonder your life flipped upside down when you met me. The speed you were living your days back then.
I
Just
know.
buzzing that you peeled the yogurt lid off in one go.
I take a lot of pleasure in the smaller details of life, Alfie.
What's the bigger thrill, peeling an orange in one go or peeling the yogurt lid off and not breaking?
I mean, they're both brilliant, and I'm visibly excited as
Right, I
you
can see
brought
you
them both
foaming at
up,
the
but I can't speak. But the yogurt, I think, tops it because it's a rarity. You can really work the orange to your advantage. But, you know, there's a lot that goes on that's out of your control with the yogurt.
Absolutely, yeah. What would your technique be? Would it be that you kept it on a flat surface and you peel, trusting that the balance of the yogurt wasn't going to impact the breakage of the yogurt skin? Or would you hold it in your hand and peel?
I think it's I think I was always holding it in my hand because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have. I think I was always holding it in my hand, but I think it's just a look at the draw which yogurt you get, because some of them there's no chance. You pull
Some
it
of them
back,
are probably already broken.
you pull it back and you're like, game over. Game over, Kim. Game over. But then other ones, you know, you're like, there's a bit of give here.
Would you just throw the ones that broke away? It's like, no,
next one?
got to have another one.
Yeah. No, I'm not crazy. So
Did
then
you also?
Mhm.
We're gonna get to the bit, but did you also do that with Nutella? Did you try and the Nutella's got that gold seal?
Oh,
I used to surgically carve round.
really?
Right,
No,
yeah.
we weren't allowed Nutella in the house.
Oh yeah.
Just the Muller corner balls were my pleasure.
Mm.
So that was the first thing. I thought, oh, I remember pulling it back and trying to get the head on it. And then I would always eat like a spoon of the yogurt first.
What would you do with the unbroken head if you did it successfully? Did you just look at it for
Well,
a while?
you just marvel in your greatness. And
I did that.
And I just, I'd look at my watch and go, OBE any minute now.
Hey.
And then I go, okay, like, you've peaked. Take it in, breathe it in.
Yeah.
Not too vigorously, though, because you don't want to, suck the air out of the atmosphere and break the seal. So you just look at it and admire your handiwork and the masterpiece. And then you do kind of look at it and go, how am I going to...
Yeah,
how am I
where
going
do
to
you
pop
go
it?
in?
And I think I would always just go right in the middle with a bit of my spoon.
I'd go middle. I've
Yeah.
never done this, but I would if it happened to me.
Have you never had
I
that
would
happen?
go middle. I have on some yogurts, but never the corner.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah.
So then, so if you haven't had, that experience of getting the full sheet on it, a normal experience of opening a yogurt, you just pull back the lid and there it is. You've got your balls in the corner, the vanilla yogurt on the other side.
Yeah.
Normally, I would spoon a little bit of vanilla yogurt and have that by itself first. Yum yum yum, so tasty.
Right. Yeah.
And then I'd tip all the balls in just straight away.
Yeah. Of course, that's what I'm doing.
Now, it was at this point the other week that I was doing this, and I just kind of musing to myself, like, wow, what a time to be alive. And I was thinking, I wonder if Alfie
Yeah.
and then there's a very...
I can tell you what happened because this is what I experienced in this moment.
Please,
So-
yeah.
You were having a memory like that. I turned to my right and you were going, oh,
We're having
I'm having a memory.
a yogurty fit in the corner.
Yeah. So I was looking and you
In
were
the Muller
fitting.
corner.
And that should be the name of your corner in the pod studio, isn't it, really? Because you're a Mulroy and it's your corner.
Can we get
The
a
Muller
thing
corner.
called the Muller corner? Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's brilliant. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
Um,
I'm just let me pop that in the memory bank. save,
how do you store them?
save that for later.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, just go. I go like that. I go
Yeah.
like, like,
You absorb everything.
and then you go a big blink, and
Yeah.
then it just saves. Then
So I turned to my right, and Bridge looked over to me, and these are your exact words. Were, do you swallow it all down, or do you just swallow the yogurt and leave the balls?
which I thought at the time was a very, very valid question.
Well, and this is how we bonded, because I said, I think
We were in before we decided we needed marriage counselling.
Yeah, I said, I'm not a maniac. I swallow the yogurt and leave the balls,
Right.
and that's how we bonded.
No. I think our audience needs a bit of clarification.
Yeah.
It's when you put the yogurt with the balls in your mouth,
Yeah.
right? We kind of suck back the yogurt.
We do a whale technique in which we filter the balls through our mouth, and the yogurt goes
Yeah,
down, and we're left with the balls.
The balls being the krill in this
Yes,
scenario,
yeah.
and
Think of that.
and the salty seawater being the vanilla yogurt from
Yeah.
the Muller corner. Yes, fantastic.
And then we
I'm
blow
with
it
you.
out of our hole later,
Yeah,
because that's what they do. Oh no, they don't. They fill it out the mouth. Science.
So you were sorry. You were for a second there. You were saying that what we do is we swallow the balls and then we shoot them out a hole later.
No, we swallow the yogurt and we shoot that out a hole later.
Brilliant. That would be really cool if we could do that with food. Like the liquid would go down and then the food bits would just kind of come back out and you could have them again.
Yeah.
Right, write that down.
Idea. And then
You know, in Alan Partridge when he gets out his tape recorder, idea.
yeah.
idea for a bodily function. We can anyway.
Liquid goes down, food solids come back later.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that's when we decided. That's when I said, I admitted a disgusting thing I used to do with the yogurts, and then you
Yes,
said that
but
you
we
did the
bonded
same.
over the same thing because I was like, yeah, nobody just goes in and is just like chewing the balls straight away. You kind of like.
If they do, they're a psychopath.
I think you're a psychopath, and if you do that, please get in touch and tell us how you function in life, and you know whether you're happy or not, because I highly doubt it. But what was funny is that we both kind of looked at each other like, yes,
Yeah, we did.
a memory stirs.
I'm having a memory. And I said to Brie, what I actually used to do as a kid is I used to pop the balls in.
Yeah.
And I used to eat my yogurt, but I'd filter the balls out, and every mouthful I would put the balls back in the corner of the Muller corner. And then save it for one big mouthful of chocolatey balls at the end.
Did you do that every time?
Well, I didn't do it at school if I had a Muller collar in my pack up or anything.
But no, like, no, not in front of people. Obviously, you're not like, you know, crazy.
No.
But I have done that. I know exactly what you mean when you go like,
Yeah.
you go shooting back into that little corner bit.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't do it every time. I kind of play it hot and loose with the Muller corner. You know, change it up a bit.
So then we bonded. We spat the balls out. We bonded.
We were throwing balls at each other through the hilarity of the situation, and it got me thinking of another disgusting food habit, and weird little thing that I found out about you for the first time. And this was
I thought the Muller corner admission was going to be another one of these moments in which you were going to judge me about my eating habit. And I was going to feel like a loser.
Right, because explain what happened last time. You told me, and you admitted to something.
I think we were driving to Bristol.
Nope.
No?
No, we were in the airport just about to go to Greece.
Okay, well, you know, same.
Just because, you know.
It's the same but different.
You know, on that holiday we went to in Greece.
Yeah. And I said to Bridge, we had a packet of mini cheddars because it was late at night. There was no restaurants open. So all we could get was a packet of mini cheddars. And I said to Bridge, in reminiscing, a memory came hard. I fitted out. Yeah. And I said to Bridge, when I was a kid, I used to eat mini cheddars.
Disclosure, it's
gross.
Wild.
If you're eating, pause, come back once you finish your meal. I used to eat mini cheddars and chew them up. And then I'd get two of the mini cheddars. I'd get one mini cheddar. I'd spit the chewed up mini cheddar on top of one, and then I'd make a sandwich out of the second. So I had a chewed mini cheddar sandwich, and then I would eat that as a little sandwich.
It's absolutely wild. You should go on like Ready Steady Cook and just have it. You could go with one ingredient and make a whole banquet.
It tasted great, and I made you do it, and you did it. You did it in the airport.
I did it in the airport in front of people.
And was it a delightful little snack or no?
It was quite interesting. Yeah. It was amazing that you have made two textures out of one mini cheddar.
Right, and the problem with the mini cheddar is that it's a very dry crisp.
Yes.
It's a biscuit, essentially. You're eating mini biscuits. Mini cheddar.
Well, like crackers.
Crackers, yeah.
They're crackers.
So when you add the moist layer, it makes it quite delicious.
Yeah, it's a real insight into how weird humans are, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I stopped doing it. I stopped doing it. It was a thing that I remember doing just probably under the age of 10.
Yeah, when you're bored and you've got food, you just... it's so weird, though, because I think I didn't do that, but I think I probably thought about it. It didn't feel like an alien thought to me that kids would do things like that with
I wouldn't
their
be
food.
surprised if there was people out there that have done it.
It's
too.
wild.
There has to be.
Do you have any more that I don't know about?
The only other one I could think of, which I guess isn't that disgusting, but with a bowl of ice cream, I used to like whip it and melt it so it became just runny, and I just drink it.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
I did that. Yeah,
was
why was it so good when it was like a just really sweet milk.
Yeah, and there was a point where you could get it where
Yeah.
it wasn't just runny.
I know the point you're on about.
It wasn't just runny. It still had a bit of hold.
Yeah.
But it was just better than when it was hard. Like, because hard ice cream is okay, but there was just there's a point just before melting.
Just before it really let loose,
Yeah,
and it was like liquid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was
And that
good.
was that was the place I tried to take every bowl
I used to do.
of ice cream.
You know what? That's just jogged a memory. What I used to do with
I can
Calippos.
see, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you melt them and then you suck.
I
shot
would
them down.
like chew down the tube, so I'd go like on the outside, I'd be like like that, and chew it all up so it's
I
mushy,
did the same, yeah.
and then mush it all the way, and then just knock it back.
Yeah.
Good times.
Good times. My dad used to do. I might have probably mentioned this on one of the pods before, but he served me chocolate spread on toast, which he buttered first, and it really ruined me.
That's why I love your dad, because he's a smart man.
You think that's good?
Yep, I absolutely
I
agree.
hated
And
it.
I think a lot of people listening to this will agree with me here, in that the chocolate spread needs a layer underneath for it to stick to properly.
I disagree.
My friend Alan, big fan of the podcast, she'll be listening. She hates butter and would agree with you that is absolutely disgusting. But I would have butter underneath peanut butter,
No,
jam.
mental.
Like I
I
think
get jam a little
it's
bit,
too
but-
dry. Like otherwise, it needs the butter. You should just be putting a butter on it. I kind of think you should put butter underneath avocado as well.
You are.
Yeah, I think butter just should be,
Wild.
toast and butter straight away, and then start, with your creations.
Yeah. Right. Should we kick off? Should we kick off a video?
Yes, please.
Should we do our first video?
Yes, please. Well,
I'm going to bring it in. Love to know what you think. Matt,
Well, Nikki, this is the body of a woman who's been overeating.
what's your plan of action?
Well, at the moment, Angela has no waist. Angela, if you just tuck your t-shirt in. That's it. Now, what we have at the moment is a classic apple shape, and what we're going to do is peel the apple back and get rid of this bulge here and give her waist back. But the way to do that is lots of aerobic work in the gym, and then what we need to do is to try to optimise her metabolism by getting her to eat 5 to 6 small meals a day.
Brilliant. So it's diet, exercise, and just really general working
That's it.
out.
Yep.
Thank you, Matt. That's
You're
fantastic. Ruby, we have a hair issue.
I think normally you associate this amount of hair with sort of postmenopausal aging, something that your grandma would have, I'm sorry to say. And once we get rid of that, so this is on the upper lip area, around the side of her face, in between the eyebrows and the eyebrows itself. It'll lift her face out and she'll look a lot smoother and more polished and more youthful.
Could we not cover the hair with makeup?
I could hide it with makeup, but it will just sit there, like hanging on to the thing. So, a lot of deforestation for you, I'm afraid.
Thank you, Ruby.
Thank you.
Guy, last but not least, is there anything we can do with this hair?
Well, Angela's hair to me says more Rocky Horror Show than rock and roll. The mistake that Angela's
Angela, how does it feel to look like a fucking piece of shit?
Angela, I'm amazed you could get here, make it to the studio without being ashamed of walking through every window and not, wanting to be physically sick looking at yourself.
Yeah, I'm amazed you haven't killed yourself already, actually, Angela. Because if I were you, I'd kill myself. You ugly person.
Just a ugly woman.
Yeah.
If you can call yourself a woman.
Yeah. John, is there anything we can do with this? Not really. I mean, I could try and cover it up, but at the end of the day, she's always going to be an ugly mess.
Roll credits.
Wow, that was just how to destroy someone.
It's amazing that kind of TV that was around
I
then
know.
compared to that it won't fly.
That's just bullying.
So mean.
That's just bullying. That's what you do. You get a group of friends and you go, there's ugly Betty, let's go and circle around her and tell everything that's wrong with her.
I know.
Except they're getting paid probably a decent wage and it's getting filmed for the entire country
Yeah.
on Channel 5 viewers to watch.
I know.
This guy on his own.
Poor Angela as well.
know.
Just
And it's not like they're all God's gift. either.
I know.
I just it's people.
Well, those shows were really interesting, weren't they? Like, I used to watch Extreme Makeover.
Yeah, I partook a little.
That
bit.
was wild, and it was just a plastic surgery show. So
That's all it was.
It was
yeah.
like they would physically draw on
Yeah.
with a pen
Yeah.
the bits that were shit.
Yeah, this is bad. And this is bad.
We've got to get rid of that. Got rid of that. Get rid of that. And they essentially just drew the outline of a beautiful woman on the inside of just a
Yeah,
a fat mess.
yeah.
And it was always like the I mean, the teeth were always the bit that helped. That a part of the reveal.
Yeah,
It would always
yeah.
get to the dentist work, and you're like, teeth and hair.
Yeah, teeth and hair.
I think if your teeth and hair are good, you're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, and plastic surgery I think is way more common now than it was back then.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Actually,
Like, everybody-
it felt like a more something that was unattainable. Plastic surgery was
Yeah.
like this thing that was like, oh man, it's like wildly expensive, and it probably is now. I guess you just have more credit cards now or something. But yeah, I know a few people that have had plastic surgery now.
Yeah.
Whereas back then,
I wouldn't know anybody.
didn't,
You'd be
yeah.
like, wow, they've had plastic surgery.
Yeah, what?
And it's such a strange word to call it, plastic surgery.
Mm.
They should call it something else, like body sculpting or like,
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway.
I remember the husbands' reactions to that show. You very rarely got men on. I never saw men go on that show,
No.
which says a lot about the time that we live in. But I remember the husbands always used to be buzzing. Because he'd be like, yeah, my
I'm gonna
fat,
get...
hairy wife's gone, and I've got this beautiful, slim blonde woman that looks nothing like her.
I know.
Just
I
a
know.
new person.
I always wondered whether they could sustain that look,
Yeah.
because you've also got things like Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Yeah.
Queer Eye?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it used to be Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, now it's just Queer Eye. But I always think, I wonder if those people have kept...
Let it go a little bit.
Are they back to their old ways, or have they kept... And I imagine, there's like quite...
Well, that's interesting with the
quite a few
extreme
that-
makeover one, because a lot of plastic surgery requires like maintenance and topping up.
Yeah.
And obviously you're getting like thousands of pounds worth of treatment that you wouldn't be able to afford.
Yeah.
And then like 5 years down the line where it's all sagged down a little bit and you need your top ups
Yeah.
and you can't afford it,
Yeah.
you end up looking worse with the old plastic surgery.
And it's like this whole body positivity versus like, making yourself look better and be better. It's such a horrible conversation in that, like, I know the message of body positivity is a good one. Like, I know it is.
Yeah.
I know I want to be like accepting of all of it, be like, wow, you look great. But that just isn't.
But fat people are gross. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
But I can't help, and I don't think anyone can help but be like, oh, it would be great if I had this and I looked like this and this is different. Yeah. It's so much easier to change yourself and hate yourself than it is to just
to love yourself.
Just to love it.
Isn't that so sad? It's so much easier to hate and pay lots of money to change yourself than it is to just accept who you are, baby.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I know.
What would you get done then?
Okay.
What we sorting out?
Okay.
That hairy lip. That makeup powdery covered hairy lip. I could just put some makeup on, but it just flap about, wouldn't it? This dusty little hairy horrible lippy.
Just like hang over the top and just swing around, just looking for things to cling onto.
I could, but she'd still be a mess, wouldn't she? Yeah.
She was mean.
Yeah, she was horrible. She had hairy face. She had hairy sideburns, that woman.
She did. I thought it was either very strong blush or she had a shadow, 5 o'clock shadow.
She was there giving old Angela a load of shit, and I thought, you should look at your burns, love.
I know.
Anyway.
Your burns?
She had a little sideburn, little wispy sideburns.
Right, yeah. Yeah, they were all so mean. I thought it was part of the show. It must have been
Yeah,
we're going to
but
berate you and
still.
humiliate you, and you've just got to be okay with it. Do you want to come on the show? Angela, it's her own fault. Angela, you're fine.
And she'd be like, I don't really feel good about that bit. And they go, well, we're paying £30,000 for you to make you look beautiful.
Yeah.
So you're going to do it, aren't you? Okay, I guess. And we all know what happened to Angela, don't we?
Well, I really wish we could see what she looked like, actually, at the end of it. And we'd probably see it and we'd be like, oh yeah, she does look great.
Yeah, she looks great. That hairy lip is gone.
But yeah, it's hard to, exercise and eat and drink water and it's an endless.
But those shows are also quite dangerous as well, because I guess a lot of people would watch them and go, I'll get myself into a shitter state and then I'll go on there. I'll apply for it.
Yeah.
Eh.
Really let the beard grow out.
Yeah, and if they got proper messes on and then made them look beautiful, then people would go, oh well, I can just sort myself out that way.
On the topic of plastic surgery and changing yourself and making decisions about your aesthetics that you think will improve your life.
Yeah.
I have forever been a big fan of the work of Mary Magdalene, not the biblical figure. No. People who have listened to the podcast in the past know that Mary Magdalene is this. I don't know what the term is, but she is a bimbo. I think.
I think she's probably.
No, she uses that term. It's it's like a plastic bimbo, right? Okay. And the what it is that she has prides herself and makes her money on getting plastic surgery, and she has the most obscenely massive breasts and bum implants and lip fillers, and she is covered in tattoos. She's got a very unique look, let's just say that. I'm a big fan of hers. I think she's really cool.
We've covered her in the pod before. I can't remember what episode it was. It's around 8 or 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And we played some of her videos. And, yeah.
Because when you see her for the first time, you're just shocked. And you kind of don't know how you land with it. I remember you seeing it and you were absolutely appalled. And you're like, this is just awful. I wasn't
appalled at her. I was appalled at the doctors that did it to her.
Right. And I kind of agree in that it's obscene that we're allowed to do so much damage. But in the same time, with the idea of freedom for humans to do whatever we want to do, she has every right to do whatever she wants to her body. It is, the content that she puts up is so brilliant. I saw a video of her the other day, and she was running along the beach.
Right.
And people really need to see a photo of her, so we'll put one on the thing.
Well, we've got a photo lined up for her.
Okay, great. And she was running down the beach, and because nobody else in the world looks that extreme.
No, that's safe to say.
Nobody has gone to the lengths that she has gone with plastic surgery. And so she's running down the beach, and there's just a family and this woman reading a book, and she just kind of looks up, and you see her she can't believe
I honestly think I'm actually surprised she can run.
Yeah,
I know. I mean?
I think it's quite painful.
Yeah, it must be.
I think a lot of her life has been painful, which has led to what I'm about to say.
Oh, yeah.
So there was an announcement this week.
Hot off the press.
That she is putting the plastic bimbo lifestyle behind her, and she's reversing her surgeries. Oh my God. So she's getting everything taken out, all of her breast implants, her bum implants. She was in the Daily Mail the other week because she's got the fattest vagina. So she wants to make it a big mound.
She wants a big grunt.
yeah. Oh God, I haven't heard that word in so long.
She wants to make it bigger.
So she was like, I've got the biggest, what do you call that?
I don't
that
know.
Front bit.
I didn't even know that was the thing to strive for.
Apparently, neither did I. But the
pelvic bone bit.
Yeah, that bit. That's your skin bit at the top. The and she wants to have the biggest one.
Wow.
So which is quite rare to have someone that's one of their goals.
I wonder if that plastic surgeon had ever heard that before. She's like, the bit on your fanny down, but the bone bit, I want it big.
I want it bigger.
I want the biggest fanny in the world.
She's not English.
I know.
She's American.
Yeah, but that's how
course.
she sounds with her lips that big.
They are monstrously bigger lips. Yeah, they're crazy big. But she's getting everything removed.
Yeah.
She's currently going through the surgery, so she's been uploading posts to be like, I'm in a lot of pain right now, but I'm very excited for my new life. It's a new chapter. It's a new beginning for me, and this is what I want my body to be now. And I don't recommend getting this surgery to anyone. It's really painful and whatever.
Yeah.
And so she had one breast removed the other week and put up this photo.
What the hell?
I know. Can you believe it?
The size of the one. The size of the one. Imagine 2 there.
Yeah.
Imagine 2 there.
Just imagine it, Alfie. I'm really like proud of her for.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of good. I'm relieved. I'm relieved she's going back.
Yeah.
But also,
She took it
I
far.
have to wonder the motive of going back. It's like I've run out of content now because I can't get bigger. I can't do anything more to me.
Right.
So do I just reverse the clock and do more damage to myself by getting everything removed? And it gives me. Because you showed me this picture and I thought, okay, right, this is insane. This is amazing. There's lots of questions. Where is the other breast? Like genuinely, there's where is it?
It got shooted down as a Chinese spy balloon.
She was what was floating over Alaska. Probably. Yeah. But then I thought you'd get both done at the same time. You wouldn't go. Can I just have one tit for a while?
Yeah, but think of the amount of surgery. Like. It's a huge procedure, having to get them removed.
Yeah, but just surely they could do both at once.
Yeah, no, I don't think they can. I think it's taken her like months to have each done at a certain bit.
One boob?
Yeah.
That'll just be one implant, won't
I
it?
know.
That'll just be one beach ball from Aldi. But you can just get them both done at the same time.
Well, evidently not. Do you know what I mean?
Evidently she's gone, I want one done so I can
have
do
a
photo,
picture,
and then I'll get the other one done in 2 weeks' time.
You are so right. I think it's definitely a part of her stunt to like get rid of everything, and then that's going to be her new persona. And then further down the line, maybe she gets them all put back in again. I don't know.
It also, this image is it's like I've never ever wondered what one breast would look like. Like I've never thought. I wonder if one is better.
Yeah, it does,
and it does look odd. It's like nature knows that
there should be 2.
There should be 2.
There should be 2. It is weird that we have 2 though.
It's right in the centre of her chest. I know she's moving it over, but
it would make sense though if we just had one, because most of us just have one baby, right?
Well, I guess
maybe were twins more common back in like evolution? Like,
probably because you like
days?
feeding more communally, so you'd just be passing them around, wouldn't you?
But men have 2 nipples as well.
Yeah, but we are
hey,
the same, aren't we?
Not all of them, and it's okay. You don't need to be ashamed. Some men have multiple.
But yeah, like
it would be so odd if we all had just had one breast in the middle, wouldn't it?
Well, I know from previous research that 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 spider web we can see peeking out of her top.
Yeah,
that goes around her nipple.
It does, yes.
So it's quite wonky, isn't it? Because it's pointing way to the side.
Exactly. So it's pointing kind of in the
inwardly.
wrong way now.
Yeah, it's the wrong way. It's strange.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Oh my gosh! We were just talking about 2 breasts. I just realised the photo that we have behind me.
Oh yeah, Gabby Hooley-Art.
Gabby Hooley-Art, shout out! She's so great. But this is a 2-headed and 2-breasted woman, and the woman has little face with a little mouth on the end of the boob for nipples.
Yeah.
What? So boobs come in all shapes and sizes, and
some have mouths.
Some have mouths, and some have just one big one in the middle. What could you do with that would be practical? Do you think? Could balance stuff on it.
No, 2 would be easy to
You could
balance
just
on,
line up a line of sushi, and then just drizzle your soy sauce on top.
Yeah, that's
and then
true.
Just go in. I mainly think about things that you could eat on it. You couldn't,
Would you rather have 1 or 3? Would you rather have 1 too few or 1 too many? And they don't have to be that size. They can be yours.
I think 3 would be quite cool. Yeah, well, Thingy had 3, didn't she? And she was hot. Off Futurama.
Oh yeah, she did.
Yeah.
No, she had 1 eye.
Didn't she have 1 eye and 3 breasts?
No, she had 2 breasts, but she was hot though.
Okay, moving on.
I'm just like, it's just mad, isn't it, to see that?
I can't stop looking at it.
Single breast.
I feel like for people who are listening, we should move on.
And also, just before we move on, because I'm kind of sucked into this now.
Yeah.
Just how crazy everyone's bodies are, aren't they? That your body's capable of doing that.
Yeah.
And then I think, like, and I don't mean this in an offensive way at all,
Okay.
but just imagine your breast next to that one. Just how different could they be?
I don't know what you're insinuating.
Well, they're just very different breasts, aren't they?
They are that. They are very, very different breasts.
Can you imagine having that breast on you?
What? And then a regular one on the left?
That's probably what she's got. She's probably got one
no,
similar
I
size to
know.
yours now, and then
Oh, God.
that big
No, well,
one.
no. She's going to have so much excess skin.
Yeah, a lot of that will be
She's going to have
excess,
to have the whole reconstruction of her, like, breastplate, essentially. It's going to be so much surgery. Mary, I support you in everything that you do. I love you.
Keep us posted on your journey,
Keep
Mary.
those jigglies going. She also has, like...
Jiggly. They're not jiggly, though, are they? They're like solid rock.
Yeah. She
Keep those Rockies going, girl.
She also has pigs that she looks after,
Pigs?
and so she does these like OnlyFans pictures of herself, next to the pigs in the mud. It's great. It's really funny. But yeah, so we'll keep you updated on how she gets on. Hopefully, I know she was suffering with some like infection after her last surgery, so hopefully this time, she's got some decent doctors giving her, good care. Because I think she needs it.
I think she needs a lot of care. I think she needs a lot of self-love, a lot of self-care, and a lot of care from professionals.
It's so funny, though, isn't it? That, like, when we're talking about self-care and when we're talking about aesthetics, that women, I know men struggle with this too, but I just don't think it's as much. Like, you can't win. People are giving Madonna so much shit at the minute for how much plastic surgery she's got.
Yeah.
And it's because they can't let go of the Madonna that, we all knew.
They or she can't let go of the Madonna that we all loved and knew. Or the pressure of that expectation has led her to not being able to let go.
Well, yeah. I just think it's interesting that, like, we don't like women getting old as a society. It's, like, not nice. Or we just don't really, like, treat it with the respect I think it deserves.
Right.
And then I think in the same vein in that we also hate them when they have loads of plastic and we're like, ew, she's so gross and so weird. Yeah. It's like, oh, well, can we just
find a middle ground?
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
What do you want?
Yeah.
We're either having old or we're having...
Yeah, we can either like
faces.
Try to keep ourselves looking young, try to look, or we let ourselves go and then everyone, so it's just a social commentary on the interesting nature that plastic surgery has. Would you get anything?
No, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, you are. You're carved by angels, Alf. Yeah, you don't need to get a thing.
I get one boob. One big giant Mary Magdalene boob. I'll take hers that she's getting rid of.
Put it where, and you'd have it on you.
I'd put it in for one ball.
Yeah, one massive ball.
The guys do that.
They inflate their balls.
There's a guy that I saw this on another podcast recently. Actually, a guy who like they inject their ball sack with something that makes their balls just massive.
Why?
I don't know. Because they want big balls.
Yeah, but why do they want big balls? Like,
because like, why do women want big boobs? Because we see you ogling us and we can't deal with the pressure.
Because but we're not looking at men's crotches all the time,
yes,
being like
are.
Those big ones. Like they're nice, but I wish they were bigger.
Yeah, I wish they were the size of melons or mangoes. Because this guy's at the size of mangoes. Imagine 2 bowls the size of mangoes.
That must have been so painful. How did he?
It's maybe really dangerous.
How did his trousers fit?
Well, the photo. I ain't got the photo.
Oh
I'll try and put it up over now. But there's like
pull it up.
It's a. He's wearing a
yes, a hammock.
I was holding as if I was holding my own hand.
I saw them.
I was kind of like, Jesus, that's too big. He's wearing a Speedo. and it's just not holding.
Are they
in.
just spilling out?
Yeah, it's there.
They're, if he goes in the sea with them, they'd be essentially just 2 buoyancy aids.
Yeah.
But
so,
then
yeah,
he
exactly.
would
But he'd float the dick upwards.
yeah, drown.
Yeah, they were hazard.
Drown by his own balls.
Yeah.
By his own Melanie balls. Ah, brilliant stuff.
Oh, crikey. Right. Shall we have another video?
Yeah,
Shall I
come
show
on
you
then.
something I found?
Yes, please.
Keeping on the subject of balls, there's no audio on this one actually. So,
Okay.
the subject of
Massive balls.
massive balls. I said I had some semen topic for you.
Oh God.
And here
Should we
go.
put a disclaimer at the
No, it's not
beginning of
disgusting.
this?
You're fine.
Ugh.
So this is a sperm extractor for men who are too embarrassed to masturbate in hospitals. So this, I think it's a Chinese company, have developed this sperm extractor that like mimics a vagina with temperature, moisture, tightness. It simulates sex basically, and I just thought you might want to see.
Oh my! Where the hell is this?
It's in China.
Of course.
Yeah. But I
Is
the
this
thing-
legal? Is this
Well,
legal?
the thing that made me laugh, right, was the reason they've said we've made this thing.
Yeah.
We've made this thing for all the men that come in and are too embarrassed to masturbate in hospital. They're really embarrassed to masturbate in hospital. So we've made this insane contraption that looks like
I know.
well,
This
it's
isn't.
just a robot suction thing.
Yeah, it's just like it's like a factory, version of a pocket pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
And this isn't just going to be in hospitals. This is going to be
Oh, it's
around.
gonna go everywhere.
It's
Yeah.
going to be like when everyone got an espresso machine.
Exactly. Yeah. There's actually sperm extractor in the corner. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm really embarrassed to masturbate.
And you know,
yeah.
and you know how people are like, with an espresso machines, they're always like, oh god, they have to take out the capsules.
Yeah.
That thing's just going to be
Oh.
jammed up to the brain. With,
Yeah. It's like.
I wonder if you can compost it and put it on your
Oh,
put it on your bed sheets.
they and it made me think like, who are the guys going into hospital going? Yeah, I'm really embarrassed. Can I use that sperm extractor, please? I'm really embarrassed. Like, I don't want to masturbate. There's like a queue of them at the door. They see the advert on the news item. And they're like, I'm really embarrassed to masturbate and I want to donate sperm. Please, can I use that robot? Like,
But surely these have been like that must be a huge problem that people aren't coming in to get. Their sperm bank must be so low that they've had to manufacture those machines.
yeah.
Can't you just pay people?
What, to toss you off?
No, to go masturbate in a hospital to get your sperm
I'm pretty
count
sure
up.
they probably do get paid. But this is why it's funny. It's like for the people that are too embarrassed. Like, there's someone there going, "I really want to donate sperm. I
know.
really want to give it. I just get really shy about masturbating in a private hospital room. So can you strap me up to this machine and milk me like a cow?"
Much better.
Like, what's
Much
that?
better.
If someone gave me two options of like, what's more embarrassing? There's a nurse there, and you've got to go and take a cup off her, and you just pretend that you both know what you're doing, or you go, "Can you show me how this machine works, please? That I'm going to put my dick in and it's going to milk
I don't
me."
know. I do think it's less embarrassing though.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry, but I kind of do. I think it's
What
less.
are you
I think it's
talking
less
about?
personal. It's more medicalized.
What?
I think it might feel like, because like what you have to do, right? You have, and I don't know. You correct me if I'm wrong. I've never done it, right? But you go into hospital.
You've never masturbated,
No, I've never given sperm in.
so you've masturbated.
No, we're not talking. So you go into hospital and they go, so you're right. So you need to give us your sperm.
Yeah.
Here's a filthy magazine or a video. I don't even know how they do it.
Great.
But that is more embarrassing.
No, they leave them in the room. I'm not that I've done it, but I imagine they are left in the room.
Have you not?
I've never donated sperm. What are you talking about?
No, you could do it for all sorts of reasons, though, don't you? You need to get samples for tests. and
I've never
things.
done that, but I imagine they're in the room and you go and you get your cup and they're just there. They're waiting for you.
Do you not think it's more embarrassing though? I speaking to a nurse and she's going, so you've got a choice of 5 magazines. You've got.
I think it's more embarrassing a
this,
nurse
this,
going,
and this.
you've got 5 modes, you've got suck and blow,
No,
and then you've got squeeze. Yeah, this dial here turns the moisture level up. So if you need it a bit wetter, you can turn that up.
Oh
I
my
go,
God, I'm gonna be sick.
yeah, exactly. That's more embarrassing.
No, there won't be those different types of things on it.
You've
though.
got the porn star mode, you've got the friendly wife mode, you've got
Tell me, Alfie, what's the difference between those? May I ask?
between porn star and friendly wife.
Is friendly wife on the low end of the scale and porn star it's like scale of 1 to 5.
Friendly wife. I don't even know what a friendly
Hello everyone, I'm Bridget, friendly wife.
Friendly wife. Oh, hello. You want to come inside here? Okay. Friendly wife.
I vow to be a friendly wife.
I think
What
porn
did you
stars
mean
at the
by
top. I don't know.
Just-
I think friendly. I meant
Vanilla,
yeah, vanilla.
right?
Vanilla wife.
Vanilla wife, vanilla and chocolate bowl wife.
Yeah, exactly. It's friendly wife.
I know which one I
Is
want.
I know you do.
I want a wife covered in vanilla yogurt.
Yeah. You have friendly wife number 1 setting
Yeah,
low.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
Click it
crank
up a
it up.
notch, and it'd be like
More vigorous.
It'd be like
filthy.
what would the next one be called? It'd be friendly wife. It would be
Be like one night stand.
One night stand. 3 could be.
I think
I
3
won't
could
say
be.
what I was going to say.
Go on.
No, I'm not going to say it. 3 would be maybe.
I really
like,
want. Can you tell me later?
Yeah, I'll tell you later. Yeah.
Okay.
3 would be like office fling, something
Right.
like that,
Okay.
and then you get to porn star.
Right.
But yeah, I think I would be so much more embarrassed.
I hate this
with
conversation.
a nurse going like, this one does the tightness, this one does the speed, this one because those knobs do that.
Right.
They adjust the speed and the everything. So there you go.
It's really upsetting, isn't it? Do you not? Is this how men must feel when the world is like filled with dildos?
No, no.
'Cause
What
I'm
do you
not-
think we're
as a
threatened? Are
woman,
you
I'm
threatened by that machine?
As a woman, I'm not threatened by it. No.
Well, I'm not threatened by dildo.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You shouldn't be
Yeah.
threatened by dildos.
I imagine using that machine, I would look like you getting a memory. Oh, getting a memory.
Okay, thank you. Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick. It's so disgusting.
That was one of those moments where you might tell me to stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn you right down to mundane husband.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, that's the machine. But I imagine I also think like, what's the process of getting that to where it is now?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
There's been testing, right?
It's been testing, but they've also got loads of them.
Oh,
which
there's
is
like a farm.
which means there's loads of money.
Mm.
But like, there are so many more problems in the world than like men being able to just get off. Like,
Not for a population that's dwindling and people aren't having babies, eh?
what are they going to do with it though? What are they going to do with the sperm? Because the problem isn't the
And
problem.
jump around on it.
The problem isn't that surely if a population, it's like women aren't getting pregnant.
People aren't having sex though.
People aren't having sex, but like if women don't want to have children, and that's because men can jack off anywhere. You could do that and not get anyone pregnant. So how does that link? Surely it should be like, here's this machine where we build babies, and then women don't have to. Well, it's not just giving birth, though, is it? It's parenting people don't want to do. Then I'm guessing.
It scares me though when I see a corridor of those machines
With
I
men in
can't- I
coats.
can't help but imagine just men being hooked up to them, and then this weird like sperm farm is out there of just men just getting.
I also think what it does, right, is that, okay, here's what the issue is that it's another step away from people not being comfortable in their own bodies, and like that sexuality is this black and white linear story of like this is what needs to happen for you to get off. These are the mechanisms, like the fit. That's like the scientists have literally written a manual on how men get pleasure.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think human beings are that simple, are they? I don't think men. I think men have. It's been simplified for you. But
Yeah,
as we all know, the female body is much more complicated and complex.
Yeah.
Like, they can't make a machine like that for women because there has been
they
no
can.
research.
They can. Oh, they go.
There is no interest in
It's
like
called this guy.
just put me where you need me,
Plug me in and I'll do the rest, baby.
Alfie.
Yeah, I
Do
know
you know
what you're
what-
saying.
do you know
I
what
know
I'm trying to
you're saying. I know what
say?
you're saying. Yeah, I think it has been simplified for men, but I think men's bodies
Which is a
can
detriment
be more
to
can
you
be as
too.
complex, but we're not encouraged to discover them.
Exactly. You're
You
going
slap it about and it does its thing.
precisely, and it's that thought that I think then has the knock-on effect of how men perceive women as just that thing. It's just that one thing. It's that hole. It's that thing. It does that. You know, it
Yeah.
feels good. You come and you go.
Yeah,
And
my marriage vows word for word.
You have this thing. It goes in and out.
It feels good. You come and you go.
To my
I do.
friendly wife.
Oh, so many episode names for this. We could have I'm having a memory, friendly wife.
Friendly wife is great.
God, so many.
Yeah, it's good. I'm going to be thinking about it for a while.
Me too.
Yeah. Do you want me
too.
to get you one?
No.
Would it be weird? It'd be like a little pencil sharpener in the corner, just, you know, just pencil lead extractor, I should say.
It's like that episode of Rick and Morty where he's at the horse hospital and they have a sperm extractor machine for the horse and he just can't not do it.
Yeah, if you see a machine like that, all men are thinking is like, oh my God, give me a minute in a room alone with that thing.
There's a TV show actually, is like you get a man in a room with one of those things and you time how long until he uses it. Because it's got to be...
Right.
I wonder, like, and
you know, like that thing they do with kids, and they're like, put the food in front of them, and then they leave the room, and it's how long the kid can go without eating that bit of chocolate.
His wife goes, "Okay, honey, so I'm gonna leave the room."
Says on the camera.
And when I get back, she goes, I don't know how this works, but the wife is like a doctor or a medical professional. She goes, "Oh, I've just had this machine delivered. I've got to take it into work, but it's here. It's a sperm extractor." Anyway, I'm gonna leave the room, and when I get back, I'm gonna make you feel so good. I'm gonna give you the best sex you've ever had in your life. It's gonna be wild. Okay, just don't use that machine, okay? Because I need it for work, and it has to be clean. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to the room.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and then we're gonna have the best sex.
And we're going to have the same thing anyway. It's going to be the same thing, essentially. Even if you did it, it would be like what we're going to have, you know, when I get back. So just wait.
And it'll just be this guy with his feet just dangling off his chair, just looking like... Maybe I'll just use the machine a little bit. She won't know if I just have a little bit.
As soon as the door closes, just it. Noise. You dirty little dog. Yeah, it's amazing.
Because I
what the
would
world's-
definitely use it.
It makes me think that those machines will be everywhere, not just for like medical uses.
That's what I mean. When you see a row of them, when you see a hallway full of them, like because on that clip there was a big corridor of loads of them just going at once.
I know. Yeah, and you're all right. Yeah.
No, you're just like, who's using them side by side? Why are they all lined up in a row?
Oh yeah, but men do like pee
It's not the same.
next to each other.
It's not the same.
It's not, is it?
No.
Because it seems pretty crazy to me that you all just pee, just like looking at each other's things. It's
Well, we don't
wild.
look at them.
You should.
We hold them and shake them for each other.
But like maybe it's a good thing in that if a woman isn't being treated, I don't know. I'm thinking if these could be put into like brothels,
Yeah, you could pay to use them.
you could pay to use them. Like men could do it.
I imagine they'll be available for purchase at some point.
There's nothing quite like a body of a person, though, right?
No.
So what is this going to do? I also imagine there will be a pretty thorough screening test before you go and use the machine by the hospital. I'd hope so.
Why?
Isn't just like, it won't just be like, do you want to come in this machine? Tick yes or no.
No,
It'll be like,
give you sperm.
Yeah. But you have to be kind of like not. You can't be on like a sex offenders list.
Well, obviously, I don't. I don't think you can donate sperm if you're on the sex offenders list.
Really?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. That makes sense. But like
all right. So you go, and you go. Oh, me and my husband really want a baby. We're gonna go for IVF, and we'd like to choose a sperm. And he goes, okay, great, yeah. So I've got this sperm A here. He's a doctor. He graduated from Oxford. He's got blonde hair, tall, blue eyes, beautiful, very, very genetically good. This guy, sperm B, registered sex offender. Which one do you fancy? You're gonna go for A.
Do you have to disclose? Like, you don't know what you're getting there, do you? Or do you pick? You do
Usually
pick.
the sex offenders like throw their sperm at the window of the sperm bank.
And go, they're animals.
Yeah. No, I think you can pick. I think you get a bit of a profile and you can pick.
Lob it at the wall. like tissue in water just sticks.
Yeah.
Sex offenders.
What are they like?
What are they like?
What are they like? Do you want to finish with another video?
Yeah,
or?
can you cheer me up?
Yeah.
I feel a bit violated and scared.
Speaking of friendly wives, you sent me this. You sent me this video, and it was a husband calling.
Bob! Bob! Hurry up! I don't want to be late. Bob, hurry! Bob! Robert! Dean! Yoo-hoo! Keith! Yoo-hoo! Cuckoo! The clock says dinner! Can you hear me? You get yourself in here right now! Come on! You know you're going to be late again, and you know that I want to get there on time. Roy! Roy! When I first...
Right.
I love it.
America, what a wonderful country.
I know. What an amazing competition.
People always say that the Americans just don't, have their shit together. But, those traditions are really what keep a country going.
Yeah. For those of you listening, that was the annual husband calling competitions
In Iowa, I think it was.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And the last one you heard was the first place winner.
Well,
Right.
I mean...
Right.
Right. I think what's twinned with the call is also that stereotypical nagging thing. Like that tone of voice that's like, I don't want to be late.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what mine would be. But something happened today that I think was like my organic noise that I would submit.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to quickly talk people through it.
Yeah.
So I was on the toilet, as all my great tales begin with.
You were making a great time.
I was. Well, I was trying to. I just had coffee, so it was time to go to Browntown, and I sit on the toilet, and we've been opening the windows because for another reason.
Because Bridget's got a real sticky problem.
Because I'm a bit stanky. No, because we've got like filler on the windows and the chemicals are in the house. So we've been like, basically, there's a big draft. And I'm sat on the toilet, and the door just
That's your toilet nickname, isn't it?
a bit of a draft.
No, big draft. Oh, did you say a bit of a draft?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said big draft.
I might have done. Beside the point. So then I sat on the toilet, and I just about to drop. We won't do so it's
yeah, the DJ's built it up and the drop's coming.
The critical moment. And not one that you ever want a disturbance at that point.
No.
And the door opens, but I felt like I could kind of hear you outside because it felt like you were coming in, and I was mortified that you were gonna hear me at the moment it hit the bowl. So I then let out this yelp. Yeah. I think because I wanted to cover the noise if it did.
Oh, is that why?
I think that must have been what it was, but it was instinctually like a Alfie.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I would submit call. Yeah.
Oh, that was what you did.
Alfie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I have a call a good husband.
I
call.
found the ones that were they're like ooh, really interesting. Like,
Yeah.
why would you call your husband that like that?
What was the thing I did when I opened the door to the Tesco delivery man?
Oh, you were so happy.
What did I say?
You were like, "Wait, hello there."
No.
You did. You said.
I didn't
you
say
went,
that.
You went, "Oh, hello."
Yeah. Yeah. That would be
And
mine.
he was like, "Hello."
Yeah, he was.
But people bringing us food makes us happy. So
I know. Yeah, I admire these ladies.
yeah, What would your call for me be? Really, if you had to go for naggy, what would your naggy one be?
I'd be like, Alf.
Oh.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Alf.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, it's nasty,
Do
isn't
it,
it?
yeah.
Like really drone, like not a nice noise.
You were off key and you weren't
Yeah.
even in the key.
I know. You've got to kind of just be a bit. It's got to really hit somewhere in the brain, not nicely.
Yeah, it hit my spine. I felt it on my spine. I was like, oh.
Alf. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awful.
Or you go the other side, not a drone. It's like I don't really shout at you very often, but I imagine it would be something like Alfie.
Oh.
Alfie.
Oh.
It'd be like a Alfie.
Yeah.
Alfie. I could do this all day. I could do this all day,
Right.
and I should stop.
I think I would award higher points to the droney one.
Okay.
Alf.
No, you're not doing it right.
No.
Let
I
me-
haven't got the whiny bitch down like
No,
you.
no. Let me do it once more, and then we'll finish on this.
Okay.
Alf.
We've got it very good.
Thanks.
Can you do that with
It's
with
your
the-
friendly wife here.
Right. We've got to go and pick up my medicine.
You've got to go and put your dick in that machine. There you go.
Very good.
Thank you.
Wow.
First prize.
What a way to close an episode, eh?
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having us back. We're very excited to be back as ever. As always, follow us back up. We're back up and running. We shall see you next week.
Ciao.
Bye.
Dash.